Hello, friends. Welcome to this wonderful interview of our today's guest, Kavita Kapoor Khalsa. She is certified facilitator of access consciousness, and she believes in creating ease with money, relationship, life, and bodies. Her body, and at the same time, body of others. She also facilitates 3 days access class, 3 days access body process class. And for that also, and for many other processes, she has healing studio in Ahmedabad. And she has learned lots of modalities like Reiki, pranic healing, NLP, tarot, and doing various meditation like TM and Kriya Yoga, etc. So she had done lots of things like clinical hypnotherapy, and even radical healing, quantum 2-point therapy theory, and there are so many things which perhaps I think I have never heard also. And that's something about her that this is making her successful. And not only that, while she is doing her classes, workshops, and in their classes, I also attended her classes and I know very well, laughter, fun, and memes are the byproduct of her classes. And it's like feeling wonderful. So I invite today on our interview show, certified facilitator, Kavita Kapoor Khalsa.
Hi, Hitesh ji. Hi, how
Hi,
are you?
very fine and
Thank
very
you so
happy to
much.
see you again.
Thank you, and thank you so much for such a lovely introduction. Thank you so much.
And I'm not only happy because you are here, but now we are only two and I can ask anything I want because your time is so precious, and I am happy that I got your appointment for that.
I was looking forward to it, and then I was like, okay, I love it when people ask questions, and that makes me very happy. So that's the whole part of Access. Access teaches you how to ask questions.
Yeah.
So I'm so glad. Yeah.
So there are so many things I knew about you. So can you tell me in Access and other than Access, what are the major things you are focusing on or teaching at the same time practicing?
Okay, so tarot being the diagnostic tool is what I get. Tarot is something which I've been doing for more than 15 years now. I teach tarot also. And for me, see, the journey has been so beautiful that I've been integrating a lot of other things also with the current stuff. So having said that, Access is my main thing that I'm doing. Apart from that, I'm also learning new modalities. Like I'm still in the process of doing body sculpting, which is branched out of shamanism, and it's amazing. So yeah, Reiki, which comes very naturally and almost everyone can do it, so that is a part of it. Hypnotherapy, as and when required, I kind of do that. And meditations, and quantum 2-point theory when required, because it's amazing, because it talks the same language like Access, but it's a different way of kind of practicing it and doing it. So yeah, I mean, more or less, and a little bit on crystal side, a little bit of everything. But it's not like, if you're asking me in depth, it is mostly Access, and because Access has given me everything that I've asked for. So yeah, be it money, be it relationship, be it fun, be it body. I mean, in terms of my health and the awareness levels that I've been always asking for, greater intuition power and awareness. So Access is one thing that has delivered that beautifully. So
So
yeah.
this is really amazing. But at the same time, what I think is many people don't know what access or what access consciousness. Can you just briefly
Explain?
describe what you are doing and what is access consciousness?
Yes, I would love to do that, because Access is something accessing your true consciousness, being true to yourself. In a nutshell, if I have to explain, so it has a different vibration to it. A lot of the modality talks about it starts with bars. Okay, Access bars. You put your hands on 32 different points on the head, and so thoughts, feelings, emotions, consideration, belief, judgments across time, space, dimension will just melt away. So anything that is keeping you stuck, if you're cranky, get your bars run. If you're stuck, get your bars run. If you are lost, get your bars done, you will just feel lighter. And anyone can do it, even kids can do it. So what it does is, lifetime over lifetime that we're here and we're still trying to find a way out, and it just shows you a different perspective. It allows you to be a little more practical towards your life rather than going the emotional journey that we are always trying to be on. And what if you could be a little more practical and pragmatic? So that's one thing that access bars or access, any class of access, will give you, is what's required. It allows you to have more questions, and because access says questions empower you and answers disempower you. So a lot of tools and verbal processes which kind of, you commune not only with yourself but also with the universe, because there's a language of the universe. When you start using that, you'll come in the flow. you know you can start creating magic and miracles like this. It's about acknowledging that. So bars itself will allow you to acknowledge that you are a gift, you are a miracle, you are magic. So yes, that's what access does. And what the foundation, I mean, there is a 3.5 day foundation class and the 3 day body class, and there are a lot of other things. If you love entity, um, there are different branches, I mean, or should I say special specialities that one can access to learn more. Yeah, so people are not mad if they see visions or get visions, or they get dreams or nightmares, or they you call it ghosts but we call it entities. So we get to know way more and how to deal with it. We're not mad, we're not crazy.
Right.
So
And I think when I attended your first class, it was so you were looking so glorious and gorgeous.
yes.
So and I first time see that I was actually limiting myself also by okay, when we are doing training, it's like on PowerPoint, right? And when you are just sitting on chair and just
Talking about
talking
things.
about everything, and it
Yeah.
was really a wonderful experience. So from this, my next question is emerging
Yes.
that were you always like this and experience this success, or since childhood to now, uh, was this journey smooth? Was it easy for you, or what was there?
So I feel access came in at a time when I had lost hope and everything. I had done a lot of other modalities, but you know how you do a different modality, you come back to square one, and you're like, oh, I'm back again. Now what? What can I do? I did not have finances. I did not have relationship. I was messed up, and that's the time when access came. Okay,
Mhm.
I didn't have the money also to kind of do it, but or at least I did not have enough to kind of spend that kind of money on access, but I chose it. So since childhood, I born to a very, I mean, things were good, but internally, I had my highs and lows and my own roller coaster ride with my life. So earlier I was working with corporates, and this is like a second birth. You can say that I got into healing. I did not even know what healing meant
Oh,
till I got into it, till I was in my worst phases of my life is when I encountered it. So, no, I used to be fun and joy in college, but the only thing was people would judge me for that. So I tried making myself serious like everyone else, and I failed miserably at it. And I just wanted to die when I was so serious. And I was like, if this is life, then I don't want to live. Access veiled those layers that I had buried myself under, and then it opened up everything. And I was like, oh, this is me. Yeah, I mean
wow.
that gorgeous, the way you said, or the person who's like loud and vivacious and chirpy and all those things, cheerful. That was me, and I am so glad that I found access. Access gave me that tool to be more of me. So it wasn't easy because it's a fight going within to change yourself. We're too comfortable with our misery also. So it gets very difficult to come out of your comfort zone of misery to change yourself and be something else.
Right.
Yeah.
And this is journey of how many years? I mean, when you said that you felt miserable, and then I see your success. And so this is how many years of journey is, I'm curious.
So for me, what I've seen is success has never been a 2-minute Maggie noodle. It was not like that. Yeah, it's been a proper dal makhni. You have to, sim aach pe pak raha hai, okay? You just kind of say, cooking it on a very slow gas, and yeah. So it took its own time. But 10 years with Access now, and before that, I've done other modalities. So it took a own journey. At least if I say financially, if I've opened up, then a lot of tools and processes of Access shifted my thought process and my thinking patterns, my family lineage that I was carrying with me, which, we learn it from our family. If your family has money, you know that you would have. But if you don't have it, and then you're still struggling because you're carrying their points of view and morality and values that don't allow you to have that money. Well, that changed. That changed
Yeah.
a lot. But I'm not saying that it made me a corrupt person, but energetically, all those points of view that was blocking me shifted. So I was on a high because when I was in a job, I was getting good paid and all, but I wasn't happy. I wasn't happy. So if you're talking about internal joy and happiness, that wasn't there, which I really found when I got onto a healing journey. And other modalities, as I said, were not very financially contributing the way I felt in Access.
Got it. Got it. Got it. So what I understand is, I think it's very premium kind of courses,
Yes,
and I think it took. I am also looking at that. Oh, it is long journey, is what I am thinking, right?
it is. So as I said, I did not have the money to do even the basic. So I had initially rejected that, oh, I can never be a certified facilitator. I don't want to be because I can't be, right? How often we reject the whole thing. And then I slowly kept doing things because I wanted to do it for myself. One fine day I realized, oh, yeah, all the prerequisites are done. I actually am left with only a little small journey. Let's do it anyway. And the universe supported. When I asked, the universe also gave me the funds and the support to kind of go ahead and be that, that I never thought that I could be. So that, I think, is universe has your back. When you start trusting the universe is always there to carry you through things. So the day I decide, kind of chose that, yes, I am going in for it, everything changed.
So it's like in Shahrukh Khan's terms, universe की साजिश आपको.
हाँ, शिद्दत से मांगोगे तो सब मिलेगा. यूनिवर्स जो है कायनात पूरी लग जाएगी उसको आपको देने के लिए.
So this is actually, while you are saying it seems very easy and simple, but I know that it is not, because
I've cried. Okay, I'll tell you. I have
oh,
cried. I've had my tears. I have had my highs and lows. I've been in bad relationships. I've been abused while I was even going with Access. So layer by layer, things were just opening up. Okay. And each time I chose that, okay, this has to end now. And the minute I chose that, and I would be elevated and put into a different track. And then the track change, and then the track change. So it wasn't easy. How many times I would have wanted to quit. Oh my God, run away, because it's easier to escape than to face. Okay. So I did that so many times. But I mean, each time I realized one thing, that, well, something was changing while I was doing Access. Let me do it for me. So every 3-4 months I would go through that. Nahi karna. Okay. And then I would come back to it. So few days would go like that, and then I'll again come back to it, and again come back to it. It's about you choosing to, or even acknowledging that, it's working. Something is working. I can't pinpoint, but some energy was changing. My body changed so much. My confidence level changed so much. I said, I can't give up. So, and Gary often says, our founder of Access Consciousness, Gary Douglas, he says, never give up, never give in, never quit. And yeah, so it in the darkest of moments, if you take 2 steps forward, you know that you're closer to light. than to, remain in darkness. So that's what I kept doing. It wasn't, I'm not saying it was easy, but it was, now when I look back, it wasn't as difficult. Those moments feel that, okay, this is the end. That's when you have to like choose again and choose again and choose again. So yeah.
So I'm curious, and I want to know some. Perhaps it might sound it may sound inappropriate, but what was the worst experience, if you want to say, that was it an one experience which was a breakthrough or game changer, or was it series?
Series, of course, series. See, when you get hit with your money, it's a thing. When you get into a bad relationship, you realize, oh, okay, what am I choosing? What am I doing with my life? That, in fact, was a game changer for me, because I, went through that one bad relation which was not working for me. It was emotionally draining me. And it's like, this ends now. I have to choose something for myself. And then I was on a roll. I mean, I never looked back. I just continued to keep upgrading myself and keep choosing more and more and more. And the gift was that somehow, from somewhere, that even the money would show up for such expensive classes. So yeah, I mean, that one relationship thing got me going. That was the most impactful thing, is what I would say. Because I was like, my dad was there at that time, and I said, I can't. You don't want to disappoint your parents, but it's not even about your parents. You're disappointing yourself on a
Yes.
daily basis.
True.
It's not about them. If you're happy, I'm sure, and even if you're happy when they don't see why you're happy, it doesn't matter, because you know that they will be happy to see you happy eventually. And even if they are not happy to see you happy, at least you know that you're happy. That's what I realized. So yeah, so
Nice.
that was mostly, it was a relationship damage, is what I would say. Or
It's yeah,
and
please.
yeah, I would get fooled. I would trust people very easily. That slowly has changed, and so trusting myself became a byproduct of that. That I don't have to trust people, I have to trust myself. That's what I got out of Access.
It feels like going on roller coaster with you.
Yeah. Seriously. Yes.
So, what three actions? It can be more than three, less than three.
Yeah.
But what is
Yeah.
that actions you did take which change this entire situation? I mean, it can be
um
big or small, whatever you like.
yeah, so three actions were just, listen to your heart. I mean, I did that. I mean, what it's, we have a tool in Access called light and heavy. So
Yeah.
just follow the lightness. In that moment, you don't know how it's going to happen. You don't know what's going to show up, but you're just feeling light in the entire madness. Something is light about that crazy thing. Just go with that lightness. So I kept following that as my mantra. And I was willing to be and do anything that it takes to change my life. That was my determination. So you tell me that, okay, ek tang pe khade hoke puja bhakt karte raho. I would have done that also, because I was so ready for doing anything. So if I have to do this Access class, and is it going to change my life? Hell yes, I'm going for it. So it was, that the light and heavy and choice. See, if you are choosing continuously, it doesn't matter how the choice turns out to be. If you fall or fail or you can't make most of it, choose again. It was a series of constant choices, and it's not about a good or a bad choice or the right or the wrong choice. Point is, you have the ability to choose. If you don't like something, choose again. That uh, started changing. So it was choice, action, and I mean, the action was light and heavy following that, and um, and just following the energy is what I get. I mean, that there's nothing that I did. It was more like uh, knowing that this is what I desire, this is what it is. And if suppose you have nobody to take care of you, you're the only one to take care of yourself. The entire world is not there. You are there. What would you do? It was that for me, that okay, I have to be there for myself, and I have a kid, who's now grown up, but if I have to provide him with a better life, I have to do this. It was that. So the power of being a parent, I think, also shifted, that I need to change my life no matter what. It wasn't at that time, it wasn't about inspiration or anything that I want to be an inspiration. The point was that choose, then change, and keep choosing again. So it's about taking action.
Wow.
So what other action is like physically going and doing it. So
That's the biggest one.
yes, so a lot of people say choice करके रख दिया है, as if there is some cupboard उसमें रखा हुआ है, कभी खोलेंगे, और या लिख के रख दिया है, God will come and then it will get manifested. No, if you need to go to US, you need to have a visa, you need to have a bank account, you need to, you have to manage those prerequisites. Those actions slowly I started taking. That if I need to be there, tell me what to do.
Somebody told me, I remember, they said she was in a relationship with a boy. So she said, I put him in silver frame. So it's like there
Yeah,
are people doing this rather than taking action.
yeah, exactly. So, I mean, that's one thing and I kept getting my processes done. Trust me, every time I attended a class or did a process, and the maximum opening I got through a body class. So I would go to a body class, you just feel relaxed and you feel light and everything. But in 3 to 6 months, your world will change. My cupboard would change. My money reality would change. My relationships would get better. I was like, wow, this is interesting. So the most underrated class as such, I mean, people don't really value, like, why do I need a body class? But there's so much stuck in the body. So you want to take action. It's all here. But the body is not supporting it. So when that opened up, oh my God, I got a lot out of that also.
I understand one thing. When we are doing lots of actions, we are taking actions daily, whatever frequency, it gives a certain capability inside which is building. So was
Yes.
there any capacity required which built across this path, or was it already there, or it took time and effort for you? I mean, what happened there?
So it was, I think it was already there. What these processes would do is you would tap into it and allow it to open up.
Oh, yes.
So it was already there, and the processes would facilitate you that go ahead. So there was a sense of confidence that you would have, or empowerment that I know I can do it. And then when you start trusting yourself, automatically the energy starts becoming different. So it was purely that, if you tell me that do 10 days straight, you have to do these sessions, I said, okay, I'll do it. But you're sure, right? Things will change. And it was not about you telling me it will change. In that 10-day journey also, you will yourself see that things have shifted or things have changed, or, and it's not just we are talking. We know we've applied it and then we are telling it works. That's the best part.
Wow. So see, our behavior guided by certain values and beliefs. So were the beliefs and values supporting your journey, or you
No.
have developed few things? Definitely not.
So values were coming in the way. Yeah, a lot. So it took a lot. So that's why. So why do I say that I took 10 years? Because to get where I am today, because those were, and some are still there. I could be at another level, but there are so many values which have been, we've been implanted, that to go beyond is something that I've taken my own sweet time. When you get it, when you get it, but you have to have the allowance for yourself, for not judging yourself, that, oh, why am I not being able to do it, and just be aggressive with yourself. uh, yes, it was the values came in the way. Sorry, if I was not told what to do, how to do, when to do, why not to do, I think things would have been easier. And I think I would have, it's not even about healing, I would have probably made a mark way long back with some other field also. had these values not been there. The value system pulls you down somehow.
So what
and
is that
family.
value? What is the biggest or most important value for you when you are in this field of healing? Most of things are, I think I can see that it is related to healing, right?
Yes.
So
Now, yes.
what is that?
Now,
Yeah, okay, now,
so,
right.
so if you're asking about my current value system, is only about uh, trusting myself and contributing to the world. That is the only value I follow. Now, if you say that, um, um, am I willing to am I willing to con people or pull them into something where they don't want to go? I don't have a problem in pulling people in that, because I know they will eventually get there, and consciousness will come along. So if I have to say, if you're asking me, guarantee this will change, I'll say yeah, because it's not me, it's them who's going to bring about that change. So I don't have a problem. I have no point of view about that. So each day I have to break down my fixed points of view, my points of view which are keeping me stuck. Because see, we can really change our reality if we could go beyond our points of views. Your points of view allow you to see the world the way your points of views are. So if you didn't have that point of view, the world would be very different.
I think this can be a breakthrough for those who are listening to this interview, right?
Yes, we judge others for who we are, right? So if I'm judging someone, I have to look within, where am I doing that in my own life? So then if I have no point of view, I will not judge them, and I will be free, they will be free. So basically that.
Okay, so now you have an level. Definitely there are other levels where you have definitely that aspirations to go there
Yes.
also.
Yes.
But even if it is not there, there is a certainty in your life, and status is there.
Yes.
So how do you see yourself now? And because now you have aspirations and success combination of
Yes.
that.
Yes. Yes.
And
Yes.
what was that? How did you see yourself earlier, and now that give you this change or this transformation?
So earlier I used to, so you know what, I would say, tell you from a different perspective how people used to see me. That they used
Oh,
to see me as, oh, she's too funny. Funny people can't really empower, or they are not life coach. She looks pretty young. She doesn't. I mean, how can any young person teach you anything, right? I mean, that was the perspective that I got.
everything I like about you, and then the people are
Yeah,
telling
yeah,
against.
yeah. Against that. I'm like, okay. So I used to sometimes feel that maybe I should not be this funny. I should not make people laugh. And that was then. Now this has become my strength. And it's like, you know what? You want to get lighter, please come for my classes. You want to remain serious, go ahead, do whatever. But life is not that serious, right? You made it complicated. You made it serious. You want to lighten up, please come. So yeah. What the difference is that I am more sure and certain of what I'm saying. I have applied it. It works. Okay. And I'm talking out of, falling and then rising, falling and then rising. So what is a life coach? A life coach generally tells you how to swim when he's already, or he or she has already gone through that journey somewhere. You don't have to go through it. But if you've gone through it, hey, you know what? Would you like to ask something else and see? I'm sure you can get through still, but these are the things that I can contribute if you would like to receive from me.
Okay. Yeah, that's a great insight.
And
So
what I now also, one more thing that I give people is, don't follow me, follow you. Follow you with the energy that you know, because you will. And so earlier, yeah, I used to try to mimic other people. I used to get influenced by people. And now I don't do that, because I try to be like them, then I can't be anything of who I am. So I no longer look at what other people are doing, how they're doing it. I just follow what I would like to do. Whether you like it, whether you don't like it, this is me. So having no shame or embarrassment in presenting myself for who I am. So some people may not like me, which is okay, because there's some people who may not like Katrina Kaif, but there's some people who really can die for her. So and you can then have a choice whether you like Deepika, and they all are amazing. They all are amazing. So I don't have to get moved by all of that. Earlier, I used to get very, very affected. Oh, people didn't choose me, and I used to cry. Why didn't they come to me? But they asked me so many questions. They still didn't come to me. They didn't choose me. Now I'm like, it's okay. They'll come when they'll come.
I experienced that
I
earlier.
know. Yeah.
So now, what are your future plans? Is there something big is coming up? Or, I mean, what is the purpose
Yes.
kind of?
Yeah, so there is, see, recently, I mean, few months, not even few months, 3 months ago, I opened up my healing studio in Ahmedabad, which is also another form of business, because we have this space. Anyone wishes to do their classes there. I do my classes there. We do healing sessions there. So that new big thing has opened up. It's called Flip It. Because why flip it? Because anything in life can be flipped if
So
you're
flip it
willing
is
to.
what? What is flip it?
Flip It is the name of the studio.
Oh,
Yeah, flip, it's about flipping things in life. Come change. If
yes.
your body is not working, come, let's change it or flip it. you know um so even emotions, if you're angry, would you like to flip the anger and into something else? So followed by my own small little modality, which is flip it, which is where I'm also using some access tools and but other things also, and making a quick kind of a fun thing where there is body movement also inclusive and some activity. So that is my own thing, which is coming up in Raipur on 31st of July. So I'll be traveling to that city. And but yeah, a lot of foundations and a lot of body classes coming in the next couple of months. I'm also going to be targeting internationally, in the coming months. So yeah, I'm targeting UAE. Let's see where the class can take off. So those are the big things that are coming on. Because if I try to give you the calendar, anyone who's interested can get in touch with you or me, and I can tell them, because it's a long list of calendar. Yeah.
Yes, yes. I think I would also love to attend a class of yours in
Yes.
Flip It because I
Yes.
have never attended there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There
and
is. It's a quick fix kind of a thing, I can say, and it just makes you lighter instantly. The idea is to become light. So yeah.
okay. So you are, I think you have also done NLP Master Practitioner, right?
Yes, I have.
And there is a question for our group also.
Hmm.
Uh, I am facilitating people who are doing businesses,
Yes.
and what I find is some people believe they can do only 1x. Some people think, okay, I can do 2x, but
Yeah.
10x, it is too far.
Yeah.
So, and life is about, and when we talk in access consciousness, your 100x, 1000x is also possible. It's all up to
Totally.
you. So this
Yeah.
possibility is what I understand people are not getting. And I would definitely invite you because you have both the perspective of NLP and access consciousness. So
So
do share few
you know,
things.
it's easy to go from a 6S iPhone to a 10X iPhone. Yeah, and for a lot of people, they will do anything. They will sell off their thing, or they will keep saving to have that iPhone, the latest iPhone. That's what I call, the excess in life. They don't mind leaving their partners and calling them exes in life. But when it comes to your own life, where you wish to upgrade and come from 10 lakhs to 10 crores or 100 crores, uh, so what elements are required? They don't want to change that. They don't want to have that, right? They want quick fixes. That's the only thing. What if life was not about being instant noodles, right? Even in instant noodles are not instant. They at least take 5 minutes. They don't. So it's a lie. They saying 2 minute Maggie noodles. It's not. That also takes time. So I'm simply saying, if you could have that courage to be in allowance of yourself, that I'll get it, but I'll get there. It's about you trusting you and knowing that you will get there. Having a creative vision of that, which is what we do in back, your NLP, the AK. Yeah, so having a creative vision of that, experiencing it, and knowing that you will get there no matter what,
Yeah.
and trusting yourself that what I'm doing, I know what I'm doing, rather than asking people for validation and approvals. Should I not? Going into self doubt and then self sabotaging yourself, that as if you could get it as of yesterday, but you will delay and drag the process because of your mental, uh, that conflict that goes on. I would like, I want to be rich, but I don't want to be seen as rich. You know, uh, you you I don't want the judgments of rich people, because if you have judged people who are rich, you won't let yourself be that.
Yes.
So it's about breaking down those. Essentially, even NLP works very beautifully when your points of view about how you can get there are not there. Yeah. If,
Congruence.
yeah, congruence. Just when you're asking, you're ready for it. That okay, if you're asking for 1 CR and I'm like, here, take. No, 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 not like this, not like this. You
Not
have to take
now.
a session, not now. Yeah, that. So how ready are we while we are asking? So I feel congruence is very, very important.
Also, you are traveling across the world. I am
Yes.
seeing your schedule, and you are sometimes posting from London and so,
And
so
US
many
and Canada.
places.
Yes,
Oh,
yes, Scotland. Yes. Trust
so
me, this was not a possibility had it not been for access. I was born in the US and I thought I would go someday to see where I was born, which I did. But I did not, I mean, as I said, I did not have money for my first pass class. It was so difficult to, give that money to the person. Now the transactions are big. Could I have, so when I was sitting in that class, I said, nahi ho sakta. Because that's so believable that nahi ho sakta, I can't do it, I don't want to do it. Maybe all these points of view are so believable.
solid.
And yeah, and then to break those points of view and say, I know I can have it anytime. And aligning yourself with the, universe, the way it functions, aligning with yourself and like being congruent, things showed up, and they show up so beautifully.
So my question is, when see, humanity is all around the same, right? Everybody has doubts, everybody has faith. So when you are traveling other countries, here in India also, and you know very well people with good understanding about psych and energies, etc., right?
Yes.
So there are, in suppose worldwide, we can see that there are Jack Ma and Mark Zuckerberg, Elon
Yes.
Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos. Everybody is doing so great. I mean, it's huge businesses which are
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
across the world. And
Yes.
I can't see from India like such a big business is emerging, or even in future also whether it will emerge or not, I don't know. So
Yeah.
why it, our India is not, I mean, Indian entrepreneurs are not growing that much like what other people are doing.
What I feel, we are a billion population, and everyone has their own projections about people who are doing it. So we know how to pull them. It's the crab mentality also. So we're afraid of being that seen, because if you're seen, the IT, the people, the the government, everyone has their eyes on you. You don't want to come into the eyes of public or people or whatever. Little, okay. When it goes to more, then everybody starts projecting, oh, must be a scandal, must be a scandal, there must be a scam. So those points of view, if those entrepreneurs kind of are battling with, obviously the rules, regulations, and the law, legal, ethnicity, everything. Somewhere we don't empower and nurture our children since the beginning, that what, trust yourself, you can do it. We tell them what to do, so they get confused. So we want to do it, but then we have a doubt and a fear coming in. So if you could just eliminate that from children, I think we will have a more confident and courageous lot coming in, in future.
Yeah. So preparing our generations.
Yes.
Great. So it is really wonderful talking with you. And
Lovely. Yes. I loved your question. Thank you.
so this is actually today is 3rd of August. And if you want to tell our viewers, is there
3rd of
any,
August?
is
Today,
there, yes,
27th. Okay, yeah.
so is there any program coming up? You want to tell our viewers that what is your coming up program, or do you want to say anything which somebody want to
Yes.
attend?
Yes, I mean, so 31st July, I will be having Flip It in Raipur, which is in Chhattisgarh. I mean, just in case you know, our Indian map has been changing. So, yeah, Chhattisgarh. And a foundation class in Chhattisgarh, Raipur, followed by a Access Foundation class in Mumbai, and a facelift class. You know, facelift will make you look more beautiful, more youthful. That's on 9th August in Mumbai, followed by Delhi Foundation class in the third week, which is 19th of August, and followed by a body class again in Delhi, which is 25th of August. So they're like the calendar is all packed. You have to choose. You can find out. And then September, of course, I will be going to Rajkot and meeting you.
Oh,
Of course, I'll be seeing you in Rajkot in
so welcome.
September.
You are so welcome.
Yes. So yeah, I mean the calendar is all set, everything is there. Anything you don't know, I mean, see people, even Hitesh ji is a bars facilitator. So I recommend that get your bars run if nothing else, or just learn it so that you can empower your entire family. And when you
Thank
do
you.
the bars class, you know, people that when if you experience the change, that's when you know that you can go for the next level and you know choose for yourself. That's all I would say.
Thanks a lot, Kavita. It was
Thank
really
you,
wonderful
Hitesh
talking
ji.
with you.
Yes,
And
it was
to be
lovely.
very frank, I enjoyed this interview because it is really eye-opening for me also, because I think that I know you, but when you were talking so many other things, oh, this is actually eye-opening and insightful for me also.
Thank you so much
Thank you
for
very much.
inviting
And
me.
I hope
And
that our viewers will enjoy this interview and they can connect with you. And if
yeah,
they can't find you, they can connect with me so that I can help them connect with you. Right?
absolutely, absolutely.
Perfect.
Any questions, any queries, feel free. I'm always there. Thank you
Perfect.
so much.
Thank you.
Yes. Good night.